Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Arrowhead, and I'm back with some more Zero Escape 999. I had to think of the name for a sec. Anyway, so as you can see here, apparently the last place we saved was the torture room. I don't remember it being called the torture room, but I guess it is. Yes, resume from here, let's see.
What the hell is this place?
Well, Junpei, I've got a surprise for you. Basically, brief recap of last time, alright? So essentially, we finished one of the routes that resulted in us dying. So, we are now looping back to other routes to try and figure out exactly what happened there and get the true ending. Also, funnily enough, according to a guide that I saw, which didn't really have any spoilers, but just kind of gave a general overview of what you do, I actually got really close to getting one of the special endings, but I messed up a dialogue choice at some point in the third thing, so I didn't get the rest of it. Regardless, we'll see where this goes. The words had sprung up unbidden to his lips, but it was clear why. Junpei shivered. Lotus and Seven reached the bottom of the stairs and stopped short, terrified.
Oh, this room is really creepy.
Right, also I'm pretty sure she couldn't have killed Snake because she doesn't have the numbers to make it work properly. I'll explain that later if we get to it, but either way, it's a mystery. Yeah, I agree. He jogged up the stairs on the opposite side of the room and shook the door on the wall next to the catwalk. It didn't open, and he muttered to himself.
Figures.
Yeah. I mean, the rest of the ship has been one giant escape room. I can't...
It's locked, isn't it?
Not sure why they thought this one wouldn't be it.
Yep. Don't know why I thought this would be any different.
Oh, hey, yeah, there you go.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Junpei looked around the room again.
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks uncomfortable to say the least. I'd rather not sit in it if I can avoid it.
I don't know, you put like a little recliny thing on that. It's a decent chair. It's got a strap on the head, so that means it makes it easy to sit up straight and correct your posture. There are lots of good things about this chair. Even has little wrist holders in case you get tired. But, this is definitely a torture chair. Anyway, the back of it was covered with electrodes connected to a nest of wires.
Looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
What if that's the ocean? Junpei turned to look at the right side of the room. There was a table covered with a piece of cloth.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
Honestly, it very well could be. On top of the table were a number of metal instruments. Junpei didn't know what they were for, and he had a feeling he didn't want to find out.
Oh, what the hell is this? What are these tools for?
That's not something I even want to think about.
Well, we're probably gonna have to think about it for the sake of escaping this room. Well, is the audio working well? The audio's probably fine. Alright, anyway. Junpei shook his head in an attempt to clear it and tried to focus on something else.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous.
I could tell you that.
Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
There's the lock sounds. Alright. Let's see. Seek a way out. Okay. I'm guessing that wrench will be important. Also, just to give an idea of where we are story-wise. So basically, this was the ending we got last time, the knife one. We are currently on our way to getting whatever this ending is. When it comes to things to get to, I guess, the true ending, I got most of these. Apparently this means also that I don't have whatever thing I need to progress to the true ending on this path. But otherwise, at one point, I did. So I'd probably, apparently, if I had to guess, if I want to get the true ending, I have to go back here, fix this, and go through each of these and get them as I go. Unless I messed something else up on the way there, and honestly, who knows. I'm an escape room of death. Yeah, this certainly is Zach Gray. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Okay, let's The ball and chain? I don't know. Let's see. Alright, let's look at the table. Wrench. Good. Okay, so I did need the wrench. Good. A number of rusty torture tools are lined up here. I don't think there's anything else here we need. Look at the chair. There's something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. There's nothing there. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the 4 corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Well, might as well, Okay. Let's see. I think we need stuff at the corners, I guess, but not... I don't even remember what it said to do, honestly. Let's see. No. Not quite. I think I have to make it to where they match. To some extent. Some combination of these things has to work. Wait, what? Oh, this is the thing I need to win. Okay. Well. Okay, not... Yeah, not this. Not that either. Oh, hey, look at that. Alright, I don't know what this is, but I'm doing it. Adjustments completed. Now proceeding to execution phase. Of the plan, right? To complete the experiment, the data must be collected from subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already! What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. Got a bad feeling about this. I think this means one of us has got to sit in the chair. Well, 7's never gonna fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. I wonder if it's gonna run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. It's gonna zap the brain with a little electricity? This really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we still gotta prepare. We can talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, alright? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we gotta ask it what we need to do. These levers have gotta turn something on. Not me, though. I'm more of a buttons kind of guy. Of course they would. All they can do is turn something on or off. What's important is what they turn on or off. Don't say the floor is going to suddenly open up. There are a bunch of buttons here with letters A through F on them. Let's push some of them. Down you go. If I press it again, back you come. I guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. All the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them. Shoot. They're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. Doesn't do anything there. There are a ton of knobs here. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything, though. You think it's broken? Let's see, what else can I really examine here? There's the door we came from. There's this whole thing right here. The cover's bolted on there pretty good. I should be able to get those bolts off with this wrench we just found, though. Oh. Alright, cool. Sweet, it's open. What's in it? The hole's too small. You can't see in, even with the cover off. Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit it, that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. Alright, here we go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. Small, cold, and hard. I don't feel like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's see what this thing is. Ooh, the sun key. Okay, so at least we got that. We can probably use that on the door once we get out of here. What's wrong, Junpei? What are you doing on the floor? Oh, I thought maybe if I got down here I could see through the glass. It's not working, though. You don't think it's just a large sheet of glass they put into an indentation? I don't know, I mean, why would they do that? And the placement of the chair... You're not making sense, Junpei. What's your point? Well, I'm not sure, but don't you think there's something under the glass? Maybe the glass is one way, like they have in a police station, you know? Or maybe it's just covered with something that makes it opaque. Nah, it doesn't matter how close I get. I still can't see anything. Echoes when I knock on it, though. Wonder if it's hollow. Man, you ain't gonna give up on that thing, are you? You do know we don't got time for shit like that, kid. Come on, that's why I want to take a good look at it. Think about all the other rooms we've gone through. You never know where you might find a puzzle, you know? You gotta be suspicious of everything. What? Why on earth are you putting your ear on the floor? It's filthy. Huh, weird. I think I can hear water down there. I wonder if there's water down there underneath the glass. Dark to tell right now. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, so in other words, the sun key should fit into the keyhole in these manacles. Oh. Alright, sun key, in you go. And yes! Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the sun key again in here, though. Just seems unlikely. Alright, sun key, you've done your job. Into my pocket with you. Cool. I don't think examining the chair is gonna cause that machine to do anything. Should probably take a look at the monitor instead. Oh. Yeah, they did say that earlier. Error. The disposal tank is closed. Please fill tank with water. What tank? Oh man, don't tell me we gotta do something with a water tank. Well, there's probably something around here to open the tank or whatever it's asking us to do. Looks like the only controls are in this room. Okay, in that case, some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, it feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one. Alright, let's pull the lever. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere. Sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor... Oh! Junpei, look! What's she... Oh, damn! I can see through the glass now. It's... Oh, God. EDBF. A couple of letters in the color of blood written on the shark's belly. It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for has to be in this room somewhere. There we go. What? There's a strange noise coming from the chair. Looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be set in a specific way. I don't think examining the chair is going to cause that machine to do anything. Okay, fine, monitor. I barely know her. The restraining device is unlocked. Please seat subject in the device. The message on the screen was disturbingly detached.
Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
Well, I'll do it.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Oh, thanks, Lotus, but really though, I'm fine doing it.
Lotus, are you sure?
Oh, it's you.
I can sit in it and you can solve it.
I'm kidding, yeah. Anyway.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up...
Tevin couldn't bring himself to finish the thought. His eyes fell to the floor. Junpei followed them. If we fail, you'll turn into a shark. Beneath them was the dead shark, floating underneath the glass. Perhaps it had been killed by an electric shock.
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
For now.
But
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with.
After her words had made it clear that Lotus would book no argument, she turned and walked toward the chair without hesitation. But she did not sit down. Despite what she had said, she did indeed feel hesitation. Her legs shook.
Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Yes.
don't say last.
You're making me nervous.
Just listen.
I'll sit in the chair.
If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much.
I would not have assumed she was a mother.
No. Tell them that I will always love them.
Okay.
Daughters.
So we're learning some lore about Lotus. We already know a little bit about
You've got
Seven.
Kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei.
That is not what I would have expected. Okay, that's why they keep calling her old. Okay. But wait, now that I think about it, the only ones now we don't know really anything about are Ace and Santa, for the most part. The rest of them we know at least one or two things about.
They're twins. I had them when I was young after... well, some things happened. Their names are Nona and...
Wait. Nona?
Oh, okay, so one of those kids that he was trapped there with, or Seven was trapped there with. Junpei's words shot out before he even realized what he was saying. He remembered the story Seven had told him.
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
Nona, Nonary, it's... Ugh.
But what the hell? What's wrong with you?
Lotus took a step back from Junpei.
Oh.
Seven looked just as shocked as Junpei. He blinked his eyes rapidly as if he weren't sure he was completely awake.
No way. It couldn't.
Okay, so at the very least, there is something connecting these two. The question is, how does it relate to the rest of us?
Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
Lotus's eyes went wide.
How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
Seven's brow furrowed. Also, we never heard the name of the other kid. That seems a little odd.
I have.
What?
Yeah,
Hey Zero, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
I met one of your kids.
When?
Unless the other one's name was Light or Aoi.
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Essentially, he was a cop investigating stuff
Look,
that...
I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what
Hey
happened
Lalbach, welcome to
here?
the stream. Lore is happening. Lots of things are going down, apparently. Not lots of things, but some things. Seven glanced at Junpei, then turned back to Lotus and began to speak. It was the same story Junpei had heard only minutes before. Every detail.
But...
You're a butt?
And then,
Yeah, he's a cop, got taken out by the guys who he thought were the kidnappers.
from there,
Then he was taken prisoner by them, and I think he escaped with the
looked
kids.
like.
I'm not entirely sure what happened after that.
just as if,
Yeah, again, there's no way he's fitting through this grade.
finally,
Except somehow he did.
that's all I remember from 9 years ago.
At last, Seven finished. Lotus shook her head.
Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years.
So...
Who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes,
What?
that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared.
Okay, wait, what was the name of the second one?
Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days.
Hey, cat, there's no other explanation. That's gotta be
I
it.
took them to the doctor, but I was told they had
Anything can fit his head through, it can fit his body through. Oh, man.
Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible, so I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it.
Lotus is a MILF? Yeah, that's the other surprising revelation, other than the fact that her kids were with him during that incident, is the fact that she's actually a mother and her children are around, like, teenager age.
If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh. So we're slowly piecing together why these people are here.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened.
What is going on?
I asked them to remember that. Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened.
At least 30 plus. Apparently she had them when she was young, so it's probably like early 30s, I guess, but that, I don't know.
So I decided I would investigate.
It's a little hard to tell exactly how old she's supposed to be.
I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just... Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No.
Umbrella.
Probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured
Well, the thing in
finding out
Raccoon
whatever the
City-
victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one
So maybe
of the
taking them to the
bunch
doctor was
control
part of the
Cradle
problem.
Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
Another pharmacy is evil. Classic. Exactly. It's not a pharmacy, it's a harmacy.
The hospital.
And for a while, I was
The
trying to get
hospital.
some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment?
I have not.
I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital.
Is it where you got shot through time?
I think
Like
it was
that
passed
one
off as
boat?
some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Gansfeld.
The Gansfeld experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms.
Question and
far
answer,
away
got
from
it.
one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them.
Okay.
Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
What the fuck?
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
And then they tried to make telepathy drugs? I know this will all tie in together somehow, but I'm trying to figure out how it would, like, go from what we know. Seven had been thinking hard for the last several minutes and finally spoke.
Even if that is the case,
Maybe the doctors that were experimenting on the children were Zero and the kidnappers. That is entirely possible, but then comes the question, why specifically, like, him I get, if they're trying to silence him. She also technically is connected to it as well, but then it also begs the question, if the kids were around this age, she said for, you know, Junpei and June and all that, what if they were also kidnapped? Santa would also make sense since he's also around the same age, maybe Clover and Snake as well, but that still doesn't explain Ace and the others. Or Ace and the ninth man. It could be that the reason this is all happening is because Zero was a part of that experiment and wants some answers himself. Or they caused him to try and quiet people. I don't know. Either
I
way,
still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The notary game, Zero, why we were kidnapped.
maybe Nona is the one who made the Nonary game. Huh?
What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
Then, in that moment of silence... Uh-oh.
has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down.
Oh, we were having a
System power
conversation.
is estimated to take 1 hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Alright, Lotus, you or me? Really quick, let's go.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Sensory deprivation is important to me because why would they need to do that? I assume that's to heighten the senses of, telepathy? I don't really know. That might be just part of...
That's not what we...
Might be considered the normal
Just
part of the
hurry up
experiment.
and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right.
Something is going on here. Lotus sat down in the chair. Junpei looked at her one last time, then made his way to the monitor.
Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much.
I'm turning into
Now
a
get on with
shark.
it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Okay, damn, Lotus. Now I will electrocute you. Lotus was putting on the best act she could manage, but her legs were shaking so much that if she hadn't been sitting, she likely would have fallen down.
Lotus.
Failure was not acceptable.
Okay, let's do this.
Junpei took one last deep breath and stared at the monitor. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this one definitely needs to be there. Okay, so I'm guessing it's on 2 sides. Alright. Interesting, alright. Good. We're getting there. Okay, that's not what we're supposed to do. That's definitely not what we're supposed to do. Okay. So 1, put that back to 2. We've got it mostly right already. We just need to figure out the last little bit of it. Let's see, what else do I need to do here? And then this is also messed up. Hold on. Alright. We need to have it match on both sides. So it can't just match on one, it has to match on both. This is fine here. But this isn't fine here. Alright. No. Also no. Let's see. If I leave this on here, will that affect things over here in a good way? No, it will not. Alright, that's fine at least. Let's change that to 1, see how that changes things. Getting there. Man, I'm flying blind here. I barely understand what I'm doing. Okay, at least the bottom half is now fixed, so that might be completely fine. Go back, I guess. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is almost done. I think. Good. That's less good. Okay, once again, we fixed the bottom part, but we need to now fix the top part. And I'm guessing this also messed up stuff over here. Yep, okay. So maybe we need to check each side, but that doesn't really make any sense, because it seems like we're supposed to get it all together. Okay, let's leave that one off. So change things over here. And then, let's see. That's about right. Alright, this side is completely set. Alright, so yeah, it is both sides. In that case, this side is set up. This side is not. So we're gonna have to adjust a little bit based on that. Yep, and then here that's a little messed up, so let's see. Okay, that's actually good. Oh hey, yeah, we got it! Okay. There we go. Visualization is key to doing the experiments of the actual mental connections to the similarities. That makes sense, yeah. The experiment has concluded. The door will now unlock. You can hear the door unlocking. And now we got a new message. Release subject from the restraining device. Lotus, are you alright? We turn around and she's like 10 times smarter than she used to be. Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter. Hold on, I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take long for Seven and me to get her out of here. Let's get out of here now. Being a guinea pig is not for me. I am straight. I'll never want to see this thing again. Fuck you too, it said as I left. Okay. Managed to solve that whole thing. You found it! Nova Simo, you found it! Yeah. Okay.
The hallway goes to the left.
Yeah, but I don't see any doors.
Guess we just need to keep going.
Right. Let's go.
Oh, sorry, I skipped it. Let's see. Flow. We are right here. We're about to get to another ending, I guess.
An elevator.
Just what we need.
Elevator? I barely know her.
Let's take this to C-Deck.
In silence, they jogged up to it. You okay? Lotus starts looking like Engstrom Levy. Yeah. She's got the whole brain thing, yeah. Junpei pushed the C button. Oh god, I thought you were stronger. The elevator motor ground away before long they found themselves once again on C deck. The door opened and they stepped off.
Huh?
They'd expected to find 4 other people waiting for them. Oh no. There were none.
No one's here.
Where did they go?
I have no idea.
Lotus shrugged. Something in the pit of Junpei's stomach stirred. Oh god. I can already tell this is gonna be... Yep, we're probably right about to get to another ending. He tried to forget the feeling and took off down the long hallway before him.
Hey, Junpei!
We should follow him.
Seven and Lotus followed at a run. They ran and ran and ran. The hallway seemed endless.
I know where we need to go. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door. And I
Okay.
happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now.
And when we open it, we'll find them all dead.
This should
Probably.
open that door.
That was why they ran for the central staircase. They had run for quite some time when they arrived at the door that ended the hallway. Junpei stopped.
All right, time to open this.
He laid his hand on the doorknob, his breathing heavy. Seven laid a hand on his arm.
Hold on a sec there.
Huh?
Why?
We don't have the key for this one yet, right?
We just got it. Oh, no, wait, what? There's the Jupiter symbol engraved over the keyhole.
That's...
Oh, it's the Jupiter symbol.
Seven was right. They had no Jupiter key.
Then we can't open this door.
Unfortunately, no, we can't.
Then wait, where is the sun door?
Please, the sun door's gotta be just on the other side of this, you know? We can't just stop...
Frustrated, he twisted the doorknob. Huh? The door opened.
Hey, it opened.
Someone else must have
What?
unlocked it.
And the others must have found the Jupiter key.
Supposedly.
Well, what are we waiting for?
No, this is too easy. What's wrong? As he spoke, he shoved the door the rest of the way open. 3, 2, 1! They rushed through. And stopped cold.
What?
The terrible scene before them made their blood run cold. Okay, interesting. Mainly because the only one left that is not here is June. 3 people lay dead on the floor, covered in blood. Junpei felt a cold sweat trickle down his spine. He couldn't breathe. His legs shook. His body felt cold, deathly cold. But his blood was boiling hot. He could feel his mind begin to fade. He couldn't think. He couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
Seven's voice was weak and broken. He edged towards the bodies, his movements stiff.
Clover.
He bent down over Clover and pressed his fingers to her wrist.
Nothing. She's dead.
So June is the obvious suspect, but... Suddenly, Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket.
Hey, what are you doing?
He leapt back. Lotus looked up at him,
The
terrified.
key! Get me the sun key!
Why?
Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back!
The murderer?
Before they returned to the scene of the crime. The murderer. Well, yeah. No, Junpei. They all suddenly died of tomato ketchup overdose. I don't know. Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies. Yeah, they were murdered. They are definitely... They were killed by someone. Santa.
Clover and Ace. 3 people, 3 dead bodies.
Yeah.
That means that the person who had killed them was...
Logically, it's June, but I gotta be honest, I don't see June being able to kill all 3 of them. Even if she had, like, a weapon, you know?
No, it can't be true.
Give it to me!
Before Junpei could react, Lotus dove back into his pocket and came out with the key.
Let's go!
Without waiting for Seven or Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. They followed. Lotus or everyone else dies. That's the question. Yeah. Huh. Because last time in the knife ending, Lotus was killed, which means she probably isn't, like, the main problem behind all this, unless someone else killed her because she was the mastermind and assumed that we were with her. This might have happened in a way to, like... Here's the thing, I don't think June is the killer from this, because I feel like if I was Zero and I was trying to, like, pin the blame on someone else, it's easiest to kill all 4 of them, hide one of the bodies so that people think that that person's the killer, and then they're just looking for them. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. Morning would have to wait. Soon, they stood in front of the door.
Open!
Lotus shoved the sun key into the keyhole and twisted it hard. But
Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think it is. Lotus sighed, defeated, and leaned against the doorknob. He felt it twist, and inside is June's dead body. A small gap appeared between the door and the frame.
It's open.
What the hell is this?
Wait, you mean the door was already
But how did they all die one after another, though? That's the thing. Someone must have attacked them, but again, I can't imagine that... Even if June got the sneak attack on, like, one of them, I don't think the other 2 would have, like, been able to be beaten at the same time, especially if one of them was, like, Ace. You know?
Why?
Unless she took him out first,
How
but
would I know that? Whatever, let's
just go. Yeah. Lotus took a deep breath and slowly opened the door the rest of the way. 3, 2, 1. They stepped inside. In front of them was another hallway. It stretched out toward the bow of the ship. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying desperately to reach the end of the hallway. A few seconds later, they were there. In front of them stood a massive metal door. Oh, I forgot to play the thing. Wrong button.
A body
That was
has
it.
been discovered.
They were all breathing heavily as Junpei spoke.
What the hell is this door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
With the power of friendship?
We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
There was more stark terror in Lotus's voice than authority. She was almost
But I
begging.
don't see any other doors.
Yeah, currently we're... Look, the situation is bad altogether. Regardless, we're gonna have to do something. As he spoke, Seven stepped toward the door in front of them, as if to illustrate that it was the only door. Okay, this is interesting.
No way.
It opened by itself.
It's an automatic door?
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this. The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling.
Bad feeling. How could their situation possibly get worse? Honestly, decent point. 3 people were already
We've
dead.
hit bottom. This can't get any worse.
Unless June's dead body's on the other side of this.
Shit!
Hey, Junpei!
He stepped through the door.
I can't
What
take
am I
this
looking at?
anymore. No one can.
And whatever hope Junpei had managed to summon disappeared.
No. It's a lie.
Yep, okay.
It's gotta be. This can't be real. No. It's impossible. If it's a dream, just wake up already. Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all
Yep.
obviously a lie. It's a big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something. Or a dream. It's made up.
Just realized June can't be the killer. If she can be held back by Junpei, anyone could easily restrain her. Pretty much, yeah. It wasn't real, right? Which is probably why he's about to find her dead body. June. Oh, no, the codenames meant nothing now.
Ah! Ah!
Connie.
Connie!
Yup. Okay. So unless she killed them then ran away, I'm guessing someone else killed them and got away with it. Huh. So we need to figure out exactly what led to this. Because clearly Seven and, Lotus were with us the entire time. Junpei cried out and leapt through the door. He flew to her side, his heart like a stone in his chest.
Connie!
But notice,
Connie,
here's something
hang
interesting. Her wrist, like, watch thing was still on just now. Whereas in the other ending, someone kept taking off the watches when they killed them. Junpei swept her up and took her by the shoulder. Oh, she's not dead. Okay. Her eyes
Connie.
open only barely.
Jumpy?
Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei but saw nothing. Junpei put his hand against the small of her back to hold her up. It felt warm and wet. He lifted his hand up. It was covered in blood.
Oh, man.
But was it her blood or someone else's blood? That's the question. Had to be either Snake or the first dude. I mean, I guess that could be it, but then that begs the question, what did she kill them with?
There's so much blood.
And if she is currently dying, it begs the question, who then killed her?
What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
It was all he could do not to break into tears.
I'm sorry.
Her voice was thin, a minuscule thread that was the only thing keeping her with him.
I might not make it.
No way. No way I am going to let you die. I am going to save you. I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy.
Yeah, that's...
Thank you so much for everything.
Okay, that's the thing. If she was killed by someone else, unless it was the defensive thing from when if she killed everyone else earlier, something else is at play here. It could be Snake, could be the other guy, but we don't really, I don't know.
Really?
Snake would have had to prepare a dead body that looks exactly like him, or at least wearing his clothes. But that would explain why he suddenly disappeared, and yet no one seems to know how.
To see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta hang on. All right, Connie? You... Ow, what can I do? Damn it!
Here's another idea. You know how Snake was like blown up by the bomb in him or whatever? What if someone killed Snake, stole his watch so that they could make the door go open, threw him in there, and then had him, I guess, blow up to hide the fact that he was stabbed to death or something? Wasn't she saying who attacked her? Because that would be too convenient. He looked up from Connie, desperate for something, anything. Well, there's a submarine.
What's that?
Then he saw it. A small submarine.
A submarine? What on earth is a submarine doing here?
No, that didn't matter. Nothing mattered except saving Connie. That was the only thing he wanted.
That's it!
Junpei turned his head back to look down at her.
Hang on, alright? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No! Don't go! Please, don't go!
Well, as we all know, submarines are staffed with doctors, so that should help. There's an escape ending. Probably, unless there's something in the submarine that's going to
Okay?
kill him.
I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me when we were kids?
Literally everyone but him knew.
I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. A really long time.
Submarine is now suddenly rigged with explosives. Probably, yeah. At this point, Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep inside his... He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white-hot flame.
Jumpy, do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids?
Are you the one who killed the rabbits?
We went to the pool and to the fair. You remember playing snowball at the school?
It was me, Junpei. I killed the
They're
rabbits.
all memories I'll never forget. All of those moments are treasures to me.
Gone like tears in the rain.
I also wanted to
Aww.
go to a lot of
I
other
wanted to take a
places
cruise with you, but not like
a
this.
lot more. But that won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
For a dying person, she can talk an awful lot.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
And she's like, good, now that you promised, we can leave.
That makes me happy. Really?
I wouldn't joke around as much if I wasn't positive that this is about to be a bad end, and then I'll find some way to save her in a different route. Because there are 6 endings to this. I just don't know what most of them are. She said it to herself, over and over, a weak smile creasing her tired face.
I feel sleepy.
Well, don't sleep.
No, Connie.
You will
don't
die.
fall asleep.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much.
What did I just say? Her eyes were slowly closing. Junpei screamed, even as he felt his throat go hoarse.
Connie! Connie! Connie!
So, time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. It rang 5 times, then faded.
5 o'clock.
Quietly, gently, softly, he set Connie down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Wait, what? Where had they gone? Slowly, he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. It felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly, he made his way to the door he'd come through. As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. And there were their bodies. Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. Oh wow, shit, really? Huh. His heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood. 2 bodies lay in it. There was no need to check. There was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lotus's wrist. Her bracelet was gone. He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. A part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears pounded from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. He turned around. The door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. What the fuck happened? He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion, simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. And then he was floating in water. His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Okay, so this is also a knife ending. Ooh. One dead body lay behind door number 5. The body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room. The body of Snake. At the central staircase were 3 more. Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses. Those of Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Connie. And now, Junpei would join them. Who, then, had killed them all? Who? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness had faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. Damn. So can I, like, skip the ending? I recognize, like, all these names, by the way. That's funny. They got a lot of good anime actors for this. But really, though, can I, like... Huh. Interesting that this one had, This one had credits, but the other ones did not. Huh. It's a male silhouette, which kind of makes me wonder who out of the guys it could have been. That's the thing. All the guys, as far as we know, are dead. But then again, the only one we knew who had a knife was the 9th man. So it could be something like that. Yep, there's the entire English voice cast. Morphogenic Field Voice, my favorite voice actor. Amazing. But Julia and Kylo Ren apparently were also there. Interesting. Digital Hearts USA Incorporated. I'm just reading random things at this point. Ben Batman. Alright, so yeah. That was one of the endings. I guess it could theoretically also be a woman. It could be like the Danganronpa thing where they show like a silhouette, but they don't like actually have any real features of the person. Yes. Okay, so I've gotten endings 5 and 6 apparently. Well, let's see. What else can I do? Let's go here and go with whatever other door isn't that one. 1, 6, and 2 doors. Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces. Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number.
Yep, okay. Can I...
We need to make the whole thing hurry. Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna click through all this.
The first ace request.
Yes.
No, we don't. Next is. Yeah. Clover.
There's no.
No, there'd be no.
But
Elephant Man. No, they call him the Elephant Man for a reason.
not an.
Barely.
So.
Maybe. Nobody wants that.
Oh!
Right, then she beat the shit out of him for calling her old and naked. Again, she really doesn't seem that old.
June 1.
Yes.
So this was at
Okay, so...
7 and look.
Okay, I think by logic, we already did the door 2 one because we did that with 7 and Lotus just now.
Santa and June.
I think we also did Santa and June the other time.
Then the door I should choose.
Okay.
I guess it'll
I
show
want to
me...
go
Yeah, okay, so I already did door 6. Door 2 would probably just get me literally right back where we just were. So, I will be 50 or so was classified as ancient. 30... Yeah, I still remember, I think I bring this up a lot, but Final Fantasy VII had like a little guidebook where one of the characters is like, yes, he's a grizzled old veteran at the age of 32.
My
Go with door-
choice is door 1.
Alright. Going on the new route, whatever this is. Santa was unconvinced.
Wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here.
Junpei shrugged and handed it to him. Santa examined it furiously. The others peered at it as well. As they did, Junpei quickly slipped the piece of paper he'd been hiding into his pocket. God damn it, Junpei! Why do you cheat like this, man? Although he'd never know it now, Santa had been justified in his suspicions. Junpei had switched papers.
I had 3 pieces of paper ready.
Okay, well at least that does explain how it just changes based on my choice. For doors 1, 2, and
And I
6.
put the one with door 6 on it into the pot.
He put a small mark in it so that he would know which one was
I
his.
just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out.
Well,
Which
what
is
does
why
it
I
say?
didn't have to switch out in the other route where I picked 6. Okay. He fought the urge to smirk.
You got lucky.
More like magician, I guess, from the sleight of hand or whatever? I don't know.
Very
Dennis, don't
well.
want to toss paper
We've
aside.
decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself.
Right.
Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
Which we already did. I think that was the one that was like the engine
Sure
room thing. Maybe.
I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age.
Oh my god.
Right, June?
7, why are you trying to pick fights, man?
Well, I
June was at a loss for words. I would be too. That feels like a really... Bro, just go along with it, man. Also, how old are you, dude? Lotus was not.
Pig. You just wait and see.
Yeah, I'll get younger as time goes on. I don't know. Her eyes were the eyes of a woman prepared to kill. A shiver ran down Junpei's spine.
Calling me old. This is why men are such a pain in the ass. They're about as subtle as a brick.
I'm with you there, sister.
And they're at it again.
Oh boy. Even after they separated at the staircase, Lotus was still muttering angrily to herself.
I'll see you later, June.
Yeah, probably right before you die.
Jumpy.
Circumstances dictated that Junpei and June would have to part ways, but this time they didn't sting quite so much.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what Seven said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open.
Provided, of course, that you don't all get murdered by the mystery man.
That's how the notary game works.
Kevin's words took a weight off of Junpei's shoulders and felt much better.
It'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
Okay, so yeah, based on the flow thing, this should lead to 2 different endings. Not sure how, but it will. In any case, I think... Alright, so as long as I have unlocked the key, I don't have to go back and do it again. I think. Because this one's already over here, but... I don't know. One way or another, I'll figure something out. Because clearly I messed something up somewhere along the line, and I will have to go back and look for it. But now let's just do this route.
Alright. See you later.
Lingering uneasy remained, but they went their separate directions without much trouble. Junpei, Ace, and Clover headed towards A deck.
Here's A deck. It was the door on the left, right?
That should be it, yes.
Then here we go.
It opened and they walked through.
It's just as Santa and Lotus said.
The one door.
A numbered door.
What is an honorary game? I'm not entirely sure, but basically it's, there are 9 people, they have to find the 9 door to leave, they have 9 hours to do it. I think it's that sort of thing. Basically just it's the name of what they're doing right now. To the left of it, bolted to the wall, was the red.
There's the red. I'll go first.
Ace went first and waved his wrist over the scanner panel.
Now the 2 of you, if you would.
Junpei was next. Finally, listlessly, Clover lifted her arm. She leaned toward the scanner panel. The third asterisk clicked the light, shining brightly. Ace took hold of the lever.
Now.
He took a deep breath and turned to Junpei and Clover.
Are you ready? Shall I pull it?
Yeah, anytime.
Go ahead, pull it. Yank the crank. Clover said nothing. He nodded, little more than a lethargic twitch of the head.
Very well, then. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
And it's open! Move it!
They stumbled into the room. Now they have to find the switch, da-da-da-da.
Where is it?
Frantically, Junpei scanned the room. Oh, there it is. His eyes stopped on the device that would determine whether they lived or died.
There it is! Over there!
Next to the door they'd come through was the dead. As one, they ran to it. They put their hands over it as if they were fighting for it. There we go. Everyone's alive. Everyone's good.
It stopped.
Yes, it did.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Ace and Clover were breathing hard and fast.
I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
I agree.
Now then.
Now the real question is, out of all this, what will this route show me? Because I'm with Ace and Clover, so I'm guessing I'll get some info on what Ace's deal is. Junpei looked around again, this time more slowly. We're in a actually kind of nice room.
Let's try opening it.
Took hold of the knob and easily, gently pulled it open.
So, this is the wheelhouse?
He closed the door again and turned to Ace and Clover. He fixed each in turn with a meaningful stare, then spoke.
Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room.
Just
say something.
Stand there and do nothing,
Okay.
essentially.
I will.
All right then, let's get started.
Okay. Here we go again. Alright. Question is, where is this all gonna lead to? Okay, here's a map. Stack of nautical charts. We have this. A world map with the Atlantic Ocean in the center. There are a number of red pins in several locations. What do these red pins mean? Well, the nautical charts I picked up earlier have a map like this one. Maybe one of them matches up to the pins or something. Let's see. Oh, what do you know? Looks like this one's a match to the pins. Okay, so we've got 7 locations connected by straight lines. And each one has a word next to it. That's probably the speed. New materials been added to the file screen. Okay. Got a watch. A voice he hadn't expected startled Junpei from his examination of the pocket watch.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
He spun around to find Ace standing in the doorway. Junpei shrugged and handed him the pocket watch.
Hey man, what are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
I mean, we were here for like 2 seconds. No.
Well, not a problem, but...
Junpei looked desperately around the room. Anywhere but at Ace, trying to find a convincing reason to dismiss him. Why? Ace opened up his mouth, then took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face.
Oh, I see. Of course.
You see what? I don't even see what you're seeing. Is it, like, does he think he's in the Clover, or... Okay, that's... alright. So Ace, Clover, and Seven and Junpei are all safe this time, so it's probably Lotus who's dead. Again, yeah. We'll see.
I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
No, that's not... Wait, what? Am I in the Clover route now? Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left. Why did Junpei want him out of the room?
Ow.
For no reason he could fathom, Junpei's head began to hurt.
What the hell? My head.
A sharp pain in his head. How much time had passed? He wasn't sure. He gave the pocket watch to Ace. But he did notice when Ace strode through the door. His smile was more of a smirk, and he had the air of a man who knew more than his opponent.
Yes. There was something I wanted to check, if you don't mind.
Why is there an axe in your head?
What's that?
Pardon me.
With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? What are you putting your hand in my pocket for? Stop!
He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. In the older man's hand were the pieces of paper Junpei had balled out and hidden in his pocket.
Just as I thought. You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well,
Perchance.
I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Ace smiled and gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, then turned on his heel and left. What's the thing about the headache? It was a small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei had lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense.
Damn.
Now wait, did that affect the flow at all? That might have been a choice that determines an ending. The shelves are lined with books. Let's see what's in this blue one. There's something written on it. Ship's log. Huh. Ship's log, huh? New material's been added to the file screen. Left drawer. Let's have a look. Nothing. Right drawer. Let's have a look, and nothing. Alright. No, I already... Okay, it just repeats. What about these? It's a wooden box. Maybe a case for letters? Hey, Clover. Ever write letters? Good talk, Clover. What people in Junpei's pockets? Dude's got stuff in his pockets, you know? He's got rocks, he's got his phone, you know. Nothing. But the lamp. The light. Well, I guess she doesn't really feel like talking. She's not really paying attention to anything, is she? Mine must be somewhere else. Huh. Okay, well, go into the captain's room, I guess. The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. What about this thing? A compass. It appears to be broken, however. You see, the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. Maybe we're supposed to turn it a certain way. Some sort of square device embedded in this door. You think perhaps it's the watch? Mechanical pocket watch with a spring. Doesn't appear to be working. The hands have stopped at 5 minutes 39 seconds past 10 o'clock. Putting the knob does nothing. Yeah, it's probably broken. It's as though you can move the hands, however. Move the hands manually. The knob doesn't work. Okay, that's where we came from. In that case... weird that there's two wheels. I guess. What about this? No, wait, that's the door I came to. Damn it! Wait, what about that door? The one to the... Huh. Okay, so I can't unlock that thing yet. I can look at this thing at least. Yes, I suppose you could call it a helm. Steering wheel might be more accurate, however. There's a compass behind the helm. Okay, what does it say? Compass. And what destiny does it point us to? I really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Oh. Ah! The wheel's pointing north. An engine order telegraph. They use this in old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car? Oh, it's a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it, which can be moved back and forth to... Oh, hold on. Huh? There's no handle. Oh, you're right. There isn't. Looks as though it was deliberately removed. Pointing north. Look like it'll be very useful. So there are two steering wheels just kind of apart from one another. Square device embedded in this door. Yeah, dipshit. What shape is in that embed? Alright. Looks like this is the only exit. Okay, here we go. What is this? Some kind of display? Looks a little like an electronic scoreboard. I imagine it was added recently. So let's see what's on the file screen then. No, wait. Ship's log. We leave soon for a new journey across the sea. After leaving port, we headed south and west. We turned southwest to see around the continent, then proceeded northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and are now heading due north. Soon we will dock in the United Kingdom, the homeland of this vessel. Okay. Alright. So basically, southwest, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Okay. See if I can actually remember that. Let's see. Ah, a human hammer. Often used to subdue large men like Seven. What? That was a joke, of course. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Man, Junpei does not like Ace. Ace, you really kind of suck at making jokes. Oh. That was rather cruel. Steering wheel. See if it... Whoa! It's like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship. It's moving. Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Well, let's try turning it again. Oh, I have to stop it myself. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Definitely is, but I'm gonna need to know which, like, way. Hold on. South, west, southwest, northwest, east, north, and straight. Okay, so... South. West. Southwest. Shit, it didn't... Alright, hold on a minute. Something's happening. Junpei, this is almost certainly one of Zero's puzzles. I know, I've got... Once the compass on it, I got it. Also... Engine order telegraph. The handle's been taken off. I can find a replacement handle. I could probably get it to move. Okay, I probably need that to make the thing work. In that case, where? Guess it could be in here. I think I need to spend more time with this map. Alright. Oh, we can't go through here. Junpei, are you trying to open that door? Forget it. It's pointless. I tried it earlier. Won't open. Okay. Nothing left in the drawer. Okay, so there's no replacement handle here. I can't do anything with the watch at the moment. This thing won't budge. Looks like there's something keeping it in place. What would be the point of moving it? The ship is stopped. What would be the use of steering it? Yeah, I know. Still. Okay, so basically we gotta do this. This is pretty much the only thing left to me at this point. So, as I saw on the thing, just one last time. South, west, southwest, northwest, east, north, straight. Alright, so. South. West. Southwest. Then northeast. I think. East. North. Was there anything else? Hold on. And then straight. That's weird. Why isn't anything happening? Junpei, you aren't hiding anything, are you? Have you already found something with directions on it? Yes, I have. Something with directions? Maybe something with compass points on it? That is what he means. Maybe we should show the order that I'm supposed to... enter this stuff in. Alright, fine. One more time. So... South. West. Southwest. No, oh, it was northwest. Okay. Northwest. East. North. There we go. What the? The handle came off. Yeah. Stooping so low, are you, Zero? What? Wait, that feels like he knows something that we don't. So, I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits! Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. And this one is... Full. Half. Slow. Full. Half. Dead. Wait. Dead stop. And stop. There we go. Look, if I saw it on the stream, it counts as free information. That's my thoughts on that. Huh? That's weird. I thought that I put it at the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. Look, something's happening on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Here we are. There's something on the wall that kind of looks like an arrival board. There's a whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. What the hell is this? They're names of ports across the world. I imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing XX carrier, XX flight, XX at XX00. Like that. Our turn to see compasses and directions. I'm so confused. You'll get what direction we're going in eventually. Basically, we're in an escape room. We're trying to solve the boat puzzle. Ship, boat, whatever it is. Oh, I get it. It does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. Looks like one of the only one of those has a time on it, though. The time on the last line, right? 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Perhaps that's the arrival time. Okay, can I move the hands to... This line says 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Must be the estimated time of arrival at the final port. Oh, perhaps... Whoa, what's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. Hey, he just took my pocket watch. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Just trust me. Yep, see, that, yeah. Should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to look so smug about it. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Oh, so you changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Oh, Junpei. He seems oddly kind of slow once Ace is around. Looks like this is some sort of lock. Got a weird shaped indentation on it. Actually, it's shaped just like this pocket watch I've got. Yep, Junpei, come on. Work with me here. Let's try putting this in there. Yes! It says open now. Good work. Seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey! Hey, Clover! What? Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh. Oh, let's go then. Over. Well, alright. You found it!
Oh, a hallway.
It's far too narrow to be called one.
It was far too small and far too narrow. Wow, we're already almost at like another ending point. Huh. Guessing there's another escape room right here, then another choice thing that leads to either one of these endings. Huh. They found themselves in a small space outside of the wheelhouse. Also, apparently that choice in the last escape room was not actually a key, or at least it's not showing me that it's one.
This seems
On
to
their
be the
left
only
was a wooden
route.
door.
Yeah, let's go.
Junpei pushed it open and stepped into the room beyond.
Wow.
It's a radio room. It was full of all manner of turn-of-the-century electronic equipment.
Well, these machines are weird. I've
They're a
never
bit
seen any
dated.
of them before.
So we're gonna get one more ending after this and call it for the day. If I go that long, then yeah.
Wait, this one is...
One smaller machine had a metal bar that ended in a circular handle. Ace seemed to recognize it.
Ah, yes. A telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code a long time ago.
He turned and slowly took in the room.
This must be the communication office.
Across the room from the door they'd entered through was another door.
And that door?
A metal plaque was nailed to it. It read, Captain's Quarters.
Huh.
That's what it says.
Captain's Quarters, huh?
Then, do you think...
That's interesting. Ace swallowed. Junpei could feel his hands begin to sweat. Only Clover seemed unaffected, but she doesn't really care at this point.
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
She walked up to the door and put her hand on the knob. It opened easily, and without so much as a pause, she walked in. Junpei and Ace followed. The first thing they saw... Huh. Okay. That's new. Was a man on the floor, covered in blood. What the fuck? Junpei felt his body seize up. His mouth went dry and he felt very, very cold. The blood in his veins slowed to a crawl and his heart tightened like a fist.
Not again.
This was the third time he'd seen the horror of death laid out before him. He didn't think it was something he could stand to see much more of. Still, he had begun to accept whatever it was that he saw. Whatever happened to him was beyond his control, and whatever force controlled him was driven by a determination that he could not hope to match.
Damn.
A sense of helplessness, of desperation washed over him. It left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body like acid.
No, wait. We didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
Maybe he's just covered in ketchup. It happens. Fueled by that spark of hope, Junpei ran to the man's body. and his heart fell. When he touched his hand to his neck, also he has a bracelet, what the fuck?
No pulse.
His pupils had dilated, and he wasn't breathing.
Well, he's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened.
Junpei lifted the man's already stiff body. There was a deep red wound on his chest.
These wounds. I wonder what killed him.
Junpei did not have to wonder long.
It must have been this.
An axe. For lying next to the corpse was an axe. The entire blade of it was drenched in bright red blood. The shape of the man's wound, there could be no doubt that it had been made by the axe. Junpei looked at the body again. A lake of blood stretched out around it. It was wearing the clothes of a ship's captain, although they were stained with blood.
These clothes. A captain. Does that mean this guy was Zero?
I doubt it. On his left hand was a bracelet. The number on the bracelet was... Oh! Okay, that's interesting.
Bracelet 0.
But again, that does beg the question, who killed him if he was Zero? Which, granted, again, I doubt this guy was Zero. It was only then that Junpei noticed the stench of blood that filled the room. Couldn't help but laugh. There was nothing else for him to say. It was too simple, too obvious, too straightforward. If there hadn't been a dead man on the floor, Junpei might have thought it a joke.
Junpei.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
Huh. Oh wow, another escape room. Immediately. Who died? Good question, actually. I have no idea. We don't know who this guy is. Huh. There was just some random captain-looking guy who was murdered by an axe who has a 0 on his little wrist card thing. A camcorder. It looks like it's pointed at the door. Well, the power's on. Why would someone want to videotape a door? For doornography? I don't know. I think this kind of camera records to a hard drive. But it doesn't look like this one's recording anything. What do you mean? It's just sending whatever it sees to something. What does it see? The door. There's blood on the chair. You think this was the dead guys? Yeah, probably. What's this thing? Hey, music box. Cool. Oh, it's one of those old music boxes. Looks like Seven's sleeve. Also, Zero can very well have been killed by a third party that could get close to him. Could have been. That's true, but I don't know. That also begs the question, if someone else killed Zero, who killed us in the other route? And if this guy is Zero, then that's one thing, but clearly there are... Let me put it like this. There were the 9 people that are part of the Nonary game. There's Zero, and now we know that there's someone else. So clearly there are 11 people, actually. Why does it sound like that? Why does it sound like that? Is it broken? The pins in the cylinder are shaped all weird. I don't think those are the pins. It looks like someone put something else on top of it. I think we're gonna have to take it apart to figure out what's going on, don't you? I guess we need like a screwdriver or something. What's the deal with this? Is it some kind of code? There are 4 rows of numbers and letters. They all start with 0 and end with 8, F, N, or V, respectively. Maybe this is something to do with number bases. New material's been added to the file screen. And that's it. Nothing else. Alright. Interesting. They look like batteries. There's a cable running from them to the monitor. Oh yeah, the monitors. Didn't look at those. The room on this screen looks really fancy. The screen shows what's going on in a small room somewhere that I don't recognize. The screen's showing what's happening at the central staircase on B deck. This is just some random hallway in this one. I think that was one of the early rooms we had to do for an escape room. This screen shows the big hospital room. The This one shows the central staircase and C deck. I don't recognize the room in this one. There's a bunch of weird buttons on here. Probably switch whatever you see on the screens. You know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. Ah! Well, I guess it does change the... What the hell is this? There's nothing on the monitor. There are words. Static. Isn't that the door on that screen, the one right behind us? You're right. So whatever that camera sees is sent to this screen in real time. I wonder if that means something, you know? Huh. Junpei snorted with grim humor for the second time since he'd come into the room. The 4 screens along the bottom all had a single letter each, spelling out
Z-E-R-O, huh? It's like he's making fun of us. What do you think?
She's just like Z-E-R-O. 0! And it's like, yes! Oh my god. He turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Clover nodded.
Nothing.
It seemed that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she had responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured toward the corpse.
What about
Yep, this
him?
is the guy.
Do you think that's really Zero?
It does kind of look like Snake's jacket, but... Clover shook her head weakly.
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already?
He's also got blood in
Zero
his
was one of
fingernails, which is
us.
kind of weird.
Yeah, right.
But actually, based on what we saw last time, this is impossible. Unless... I mean, the only thing I can think of is, like, Lotus brought up that she has twin girls, right? Unless those twin girls are, like, with us, or unless, like, Zero is a twin of someone else here, I don't think that really works. Unless they would have killed them and then, like, switched themselves out with that person.
I know it's important to figure out who this guy is, but don't you think we should figure out how to get out of here first?
But...
Please, I don't want to waste any more time.
Clover looked miserable, as if she could start crying at any moment. Junpei just didn't have the heart to tell her no.
Alright, sure thing.
Was his mind playing tricks on him? Junpei wondered. For a moment, he could have sworn he'd seen Clover smile. That's... They did check Clover's pulse when it seemed like she died. Also, let's check really quickly the thing we just got. This one. A numerical system chart found in the captain's quarters. 10 is in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. 11 is B, okay. This chart showed the rules for each numeral system. Okay, what about it? Oh, hold on, I think I get it. I think what it's trying to say is that 0 is the code for the door, and it's somehow written in this. So let me think. So if 10 is A, that means 36 would be Z. Right? Because that's... No, wait, no, 35? Because that's 25 letters later? Huh. Unless... Okay, so 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 8, 15, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So 8, 15, 23, 30. No dice. Doesn't matter what I push in here, it's not working. I don't think the power's on. So... a little rectangular hole. I think it's a keyhole of some sort. The right key, I should be able to unlock it. Okay. Well, the camera shows up on the screen behind us. My hand here in front of it shows up on the middle top screen back there. Got a short lifeline, Junpei. Hey, mind your own business! But a key, though. The lamp doesn't turn on. I don't think there's anything special about it. Hey, what about the bed? A bed? There's nothing in it. Thanks, Clover. Look like batteries. They're running from them to there. Okay, oh, we can go back in here. Okay, alright, that fixes things. Small screwdrivers. Alright, this screwdriver ought to make short work of this music box. Cylinder, what does this do? It's a cylinder. After the second ending we got, everyone has been acting super strange like it's everyone but Junpei and Seven. Yeah? It is kind of weird that, especially Junpei has been acting kind of like odd. There are a number of pins and some pieces of metal that look rather like fans attached to it. Okay, interesting. We got some ink. Bottle of ink. It's filled with ink. It's filled with ink. Nothing in the drawer anymore. Okay, what about this one? So that drawer is the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole, though. An electric lock, perhaps. Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Yeah, there's some cables over there. That must mean... Okay, what's this? Hey, what is this? It's blank. There's nothing written on it. My piece of paper. It's blank. Oh. Nope, never mind. Look, a hook. That wasn't a joke! I know, man. Hey, Ace, look! It's a monkey with glasses! How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Hey, Ace, look! It's a model of a steam train! How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Is this gonna keep happening? It's a telegraph key. Machine for transmitting Morse code. I tried sending an SOS earlier, but I doubt that did anything. Zero would never make it that easy. Do you think it's broken? No, it works. I'm just not sure if it actually transmits anything outside of the ship. Telegraph key. Ace says you need to send messages in Morse code. Okay, interesting. What about this? A pair of headphones. Can't hear anything. Guess whatever they were connected to doesn't work anymore. Okay, let's see. How about these things? It's an old telegraph machine. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it works. Okay, yep. Nothing suspicious here. Huh. Because you can solve the puzzle in many different ways instead of just one. I think part of the point is that it's an escape room, so you kind of have to, like, go do stuff in a certain order. Let's see, can I do this in again? This is one of those things. This is one of those things that switches what's on the screen. See what happens if I flip one of these switches. Nothing. Looks like it doesn't work anymore. Huh. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's try something else. Combine this with this. I guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. Okay, and then I combine this with this. Now I just gotta roll the cylinder across a piece of paper, and if I'm right, the ink should... Okay, then we use that in the Morse code machine. Okay, alright. Now we're cruising here. An early telecommunications device. Most likely used to transmit a radio signal of some sort. Experimented with it earlier, but to no avail. I imagine it's broken. Wait, can I not press on that now? Huh? Drawer won't budge. Is there some kind of electronic lock? Okay, here we go. Alright, I've got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen. I hope. Alright, let's give this a shot. How do I... Oh. Gotta hold it down. Gotcha. See, I get how Morse code works. Alright. It means send nudes. That's the last one, and... Yes! Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. Okay, good. This gives me 2 different things, apparently. A red file lay in the drawer. Junpei reached down and picked it up.
Looks like there's something on the cover. ALLICE.
Alice.
But isn't it supposed to say all ice?
Why would it say all ice,
This doesn't have
Junpei?
a space between the L and the I.
What if it's Alice?
Are they saying that ALLICE is a single word?
Alice. It was an interesting thought, but it left Junpei's mind quickly as he opened the file. What lay inside was much more interesting and far more confusing. Okay, intriguing. Yeah, each page was covered in strange characters. It's hieroglyphics. They look like tiny drawings of birds, snakes, insects, horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were many pages in the file, and each was full of these strange symbols.
What the hell is this?
He didn't realize he'd spoken out loud until Ace looked over at him.
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Ancient Egypt.
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't.
Uh,
What would make you think I could?
I don't know, man. Like, we all have a weird set of skills.
What the hell?
What do you do outside of this? I don't know. The game surprised me with how much trivia it has, even for an escape room game. It definitely has a lot. I think maybe this is all like some kind of clue leading into who Zero is. Junpei flipped through a few more pages. It wasn't just 1 or 2 pages that were covered in the strange symbols. Every single page was covered in them.
Whoa, the whole thing's like that.
Trying to read them was pointless. Junpei wasn't going to waste any more time with them. He made to close the file, and something fell out.
Huh? What's this?
He bent down and picked it up.
Oh, a key card.
This is for Mars? There was a symbol on it that reminded Junpei of the symbols for Saturn and the Mercury key cards. This one, however, had a dot in the center of the male symbol.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
It was taking everything this guy had to not say Uranus. Junpei looked over to see Ace examining the card. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there were 3 words engraved in the card as well.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library, then. Is the bottom deck a library?
Maybe,
Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now.
He gripped the key card tighter and shoved it deep into his pocket. New material's been added to the file screen. And we got this key thing for that. A key with leather case. It isn't metal. I guess it would be ceramic. Junpei, have you found a keyhole that might fit it? I have indeed. Okay, so that's this escape room done, I guess. Or at least mostly. Control panel for the electronic lock. Looks like it's got a keyhole in the bottom right. Maybe the key I got earlier... Sweet! Just had to put that key in and now it's on. Junpei, look! There's a minus sign on the screen. There are 8 of them. It probably means we've got to put in 8 digits. You think you can figure it out? Actually, yes, because the file would show... this one. Alright, so yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 8, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 8, 15, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So yeah, 8, 15, 23, 31. 8 digits, huh? To put in the 8-digit number, I just press E to enter it. If I mess up, I guess I just press C. Yep, alright. 8, 15, 23, 31. Fuck. Okay, The passcode. I should have searched every part of this room by now. Okay, the other guess I have is 0. But let's see, numerical system chart. Just to check. Yeah. So, yeah, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay. Huh. Try it without that. 8, 15, 23, 31. Shit. In that case, maybe 0 is the passcode, or I'm doing something else wrong here. Alright, so. Basically. If it was to be 0, EUV W is 32, X is 33, Y is 34. Alright, so basically 35 plus 14 plus 27. 35, 14, 27, 24. Alright, let's try that. $14, 7, 24. Okay, there we go. Yes! Yes, it worked! Oh yeah, they added a little jump sprite for her. Good job, Junpei! Good to see that she's happy again, even though she's normally kind of sad about her brother dying. Uranus is very small, but occasionally it expands the more gas it absorbs. We'll have to enter Uranus at some point. The door, I mean. Excellent, you seem to have unlocked it. Good work, Junpei. Alright, let's go. That went faster than I thought. The camcorder did nothing. They stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. Okay, so yeah, we're about to, I guess, pick wherever ending we're about to get. That said, the lack of keys being unlocked is odd. Well, regardless, this will lead to some kind of ending. They stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. The hallway stretched out in front of Junpei for a bit before turning left, like a great backwards L.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, yep. Junpei rounded the corner and took off down the straightaway. He ran. And ran. And ran. At the end of the hallway was a door.
That's the next door.
He made straight for it.
Wait,
he made straight for it.
Paper.
He was nearly halfway to it when he noticed a piece of paper in the middle of the floor. Junpei skidded to a halt.
This is...
He dropped down to his hands and knees and quickly tore the paper off the floor.
Map of the ship's interior for A-Deck.
But why is it on the floor?
What's wrong?
Ace, slightly slower by virtue of his advanced age, had finally caught up to Junpei.
I found a map for this floor.
He showed Ace what he had snatched from the wall. He looked at it long enough to determine what it was, and nodded.
I see.
With that, he began running again, past Junpei.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I should keep this, though.
Junpei shoved the map into his pocket and got up to follow Ace. But something stopped him.
Hey, where's Clover?
Oh, god damn it. He turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
Damn it. What the hell is she up to?
Junpei muttered it angrily under his breath and took off back the way he'd come. As he stomped around the corner, he saw her. Ah! She's more alive than I thought she would be. She was standing in front of the door to the captain's quarters, her hand on the doorknob.
Clover!
Huh?
As Junpei watched, she closed it, gently and quietly. Okay, Clover seems a little suspicious here. Alright, also, let's think about this. If Clover was one of the people involved in Ace's, or, Snake's death, let me think. Let's see, they pushed him into the 3 door, which means they would have had to have a grand total of 12 at the lowest number. Because they can't just have 3. Which means... Let me think. If they've got Snake and they've got Clover, they need another 6. So either June or Ace and me, which didn't happen unless... I don't know, I feel like there are a few different ways this could go. I don't think June is one of the culprits. As Junpei watched, she closed it, gently and quietly.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
What's in your pocket?
What the hell is that?
What?
Did she take the watches when they died?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This is... I wonder.
Clover, empty your pockets.
What the hell?
Come on, we gotta hurry.
Clover, no, whoa, hold up. If Clover is a killer, probably. If she's here, then she can venture wherever she wants, right? That would make sense, but I don't know. Something about this still feels kind of weird. She definitely is weird here. But with that, Clover ran straight past a somewhat confused Junpei. Clover, slow your bitch ass down. Show us. Yeah, what? Clover, what do you have? A knife! No! As she did, he caught a glimpse of her back.
Clover, what's that on your back?
It says, I'm stupid. And someone, like, taped it to her back. Oh, fucking hell. She took the axe, didn't she? Sticking up from her collar was something that looked like a big wooden stick.
A stick? Hey, Clover! What the hell's that thing on your back?
She didn't respond. Instead, she quickly turned the corner and disappeared. Okay, interesting.
Is she ignoring me? For crying out loud.
Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later and ran off after Clover. Oh, it'll make sense. It's not in the way we want. Took the axe from the scene so she could kill Lotus, probably, if that's what still happens in this timeline. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of stairs.
Big stairs.
But here's the weird part,
So
right?
This is where it ends up.
When Seven took her pulse at the end of the thing, at the last route, he said she was dead. And Seven has no reason to lie about it unless he's also in on it, which I don't think he would be. Because, you know, he also died. So...
Just like it says on the map.
It was just what he'd expected to see after reading the map. His I see after reading the map himself meant that Ace had probably realized the same thing.
Ace, did he head down?
Oh, goddammit, he's already dead, isn't he? Put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down.
Oh, there he is.
Oh!
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Okay, no one's dead, which is weird. And not just Ace. Santa, June, Seven, and Lotus as well. Wait, hold on. That's Yeah, okay, there are 7 left.
Really?
Let's join them.
Clover, what the fuck is your deal? Ace regaining his memory could be the reason they died, too. Or, yeah, it could be, I guess 7 regaining his memory. I don't know what Ace's deal is. We don't know anything about him. Or Santa. They reached B-Deck at the same time.
Jumpy! Clover!
June's face was excited. Something had happened. That much Junpei could tell by simply looking at her.
What's up?
Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself.
We found it!
Found what?
Oh yeah, they would have
found
found the
it!
9 door.
What did you find?
The last door! We found door 9!
What?
Come on! Just follow us! We'll explain on the way!
Okay.
Okay, so now... Yeah, 7. He seems to be going on the deep edge post-anesthesia from lack of proper recovery. Yeah, he is a little weird. Definitely. I guess they're all a little weird, but... 7 turned and jogged off down the stairs.
If that's the case...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
Keep an eye on Clover. A little weird that he didn't think to say that to the group, like, Clover, empty your pockets.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
Kinda. The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each one of them had felt. Maybe a true escape ending, but only 5 can go through a room at a time, though. Exactly. Huh. And there is that... Hold on. There was that one thing from... Okay, so we're locked into whatever ending this is. In this room, we found a coffin. And we don't know what that coffin does, but it was banging on it as we left. So...
Yeah, it's finally time.
Oh boy. Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it. At least not just yet. Still, if everyone said that was door 9, then it probably was. Clover might be aware of this and kill someone to escape. That's true.
We've reached the end.
Here's the other thing. We know that Clover's probably going to try to kill someone. We don't know if she's actually the mastermind. It could be that she's just trying to escape, and she thinks we're all guilty or something. He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escape was an exciting one.
Something's bothering me.
Yep.
Only 3 to 5 people can go through the number door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way?
Junpei looked over at the clock.
4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Yeah,
Hey!
it's been a while.
June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie.
Let's go, Jumpy!
Oh god, how's this one gonna end?
Yeah.
June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could. Junpei followed. They were quiet for a while until... They had just reached C-Deck when Clover spoke.
Hey, what about door 2?
What about it? Everyone else stopped. They all turned to look at Clover. What about it? 7 spoke.
What about door 2?
Door 2 is the only one we haven't gone through it, I mean.
Okay.
Yes, that is true.
I mean, yeah, but... So?
Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean.
So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
Maybe she's trying to get people to investigate it because she's trying to tell them something.
What's the point?
Okay, here's another idea. Consider this. What if Zero isn't actually a bad guy? And Zero just locked everyone on the ship to try and get them to realize something that he's trying to tell them. And he doesn't realize that Clover is one of the people who caused whatever problem there is. And that's why she's trying to subjugate what's going on. It sounds weird, but the point is, what if Zero isn't actually the bad guy, but she is, and Zero didn't know that when he put them all on the ship? What if it's like a Danganronpa sort of thing?
Huh? What's the point in going to door 9?
Hmm.
We can't all go through it, right? then we should do what we have to do before we go any further.
Alright, but...
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first.
Okay, but... Clover, on the 9 door, Zero's either being hella petty or just a very showman-like guy. It could be both. It could certainly be both. There's too much we don't know right now.
Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again?
Again?
Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out. Huh. I don't know what might be in there. We may not.
We got
find
90 minutes,
anything.
Clover.
But don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys?
I thought of Danganronpa whenever I saw the camera filming the door. Yeah, that makes sense. There were cameras everywhere. Well, like Clover wanted the axe to force a choice. That could be it.
Yeah, you do have a point.
I mean, not quite. They found a 9 door.
The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look.
You're right.
Okay, however, counter-argument, whatever this is.
Let's go take a look at door 2.
They were back in front of the elevator. Nearby was the large hospital room.
The elevator can take us down to door 2.
Who shall go then?
Let's see.
Me. I'm going.
Okay, so if she's going, we need to get it up to at least 11.
Then June, 7, and I need to go with her.
Well, or it could just be June, Clover, and Ace. Or... Actually, wait, no, I think... Yeah, no, no, wait, we were missing Snake, so...
Hey, why do you get to...
Also, wait, wouldn't Ace have to go too?
I don't mind.
Just to...
We'd only waste time arguing over it.
Well, yeah, but then that gives 4 people as opposed to 3.
Jumpy, I'm okay too.
You will die. You will die if you go.
Can we just go now?
Fine.
I think Clover's trying to split us up so that we have to, like...
Alright, let's
she
get
can kill
going.
them and then take their stuff.
I'll see you later.
Actually, let's... Hold on. Think about it. She needs to equal 9 to get out. She can't do that with her and June's. That would equal 8 if she got 7s, and then... You know, also 2 again if it gets to Santa. But if she takes... Okay, if she's trying to leave, I don't think this is the way out for her, so I don't think that's what it is.
Be careful.
Math-wise, I don't think it checks out. They climbed into the elevator, and Junpei listened to it creak and rattle its way to the bottom deck. Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke.
Lotus, would you be so kind as to go with me?
But then that gives them only 2, and they still wouldn't be able to leave. Because that does bring their total up to 9, but it doesn't give them the numbers they need to leave. Currently, our group combined makes 4. Was that what was the first guy's number? That was number 9. The whole thing is, based on one of the endings we got, they need all 9 people, and then all 9 people would have been able to leave, because there are actually 2 9 doors, and with both of them, they can leave.
Go with you. Well, I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you?
If anything, it makes it better.
That wasn't what I meant to...
Also, funny that she's just saying this casually, when in the other route it was kind of a big reveal that she had daughters.
I was hoping you would come with me.
Seriously, though. I was kidding.
Is the dad in the picture?
So, where was it you wanted to take me?
There's something I wanted to show you.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough?
Well, it's...
It's more that I just don't like you, because you're kind of an asshole, Junpei. He's like, yeah, fair point.
Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you.
Okay, wait. Wouldn't that imply that maybe he's trying to pick us off
Really?
one by one?
Of course.
Okay, that's...
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Huh.
Thanks, Junpei.
I don't know. Something...
Are you coming, Lotus?
This is odd.
Fine. Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. I might as well go and see whatever it is you think is so important.
Also, we've been assuming this whole time that Clover's actually a bad person. What if she's bringing stuff because she knows someone else here is a bad person and she's trying to help prevent that?
Thank you. Well then, shall we go?
It's a little odd that Ace wants us to split up and not talk all together. Ace turned and began to walk. Lotus followed. They disappeared into the hallway on the left. Time seemed to drag as Junpei waited for the others to return.
They're so slow. And what's keeping Ace and Lotus?
Oh god. Suddenly, the elevator opened. Oh boy. And no one was inside. Ah! A single person stood there.
Clover! I guess you're the first one back.
And she axes him. It was only Clover inside. Didn't see the rest. Ace and Lotus leaving Junpei gives me Fred and Daphne cucking Shaggy. No, that kind of is what it is. But then who's Scooby? Because that would make Velma June, and... You know what, Clover, you can be Scooby. She looked at Junpei, then slowly, purposefully stepped out of the elevator. The door closed behind her.
Where's everybody else? What happened?
She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and then settled on Junpei.
Where are Ace and Lotus?
Hmm? Oh, Ace said he wanted to show Lotus something, so they went into that hallway.
I'm pretty sure it was his penis, but I don't know. Junpei explained what had happened. They're dead 100%. That is entirely possible. In fact, entirely likely.
Oh, then they went over there?
Her voice was small and timid.
Yeah, I think so.
He repeated his earlier question.
So where are June, Santa, and Seven? Why aren't they with you?
Could be 100% be Santa. He's Dalmatian Pomeranian. Ruh-roh!
You really want to know?
Okay, so Clover definitely killed them. The question is she the only killer? There was something wrong with her smile.
Yeah.
She's not smiling, but sure.
Okay, sure.
She's gonna ask me a question.
Here, let me show you.
Clover pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it onto the floor at Junpei's feet.
Huh?
He looked down. On the floor in front of him were 3 metal rings.
Bracelets.
Oh my god. Oh, holy shit.
Junpei collapsed.
No. No way. No way. This has got to be some
Okay,
kind
so
of
that
joke.
settles that at the very least. Clover is at least one of the killers. The question is... Ruh-roh for every body discovery now. Yeah.
This can't be
Ruh-roh,
real.
Raggy. Corpses. Junpei's body felt like rubber. His heart felt like a cold lump in his chest, and his hands shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. Clover Yandere ending? I'm not even sure if it's Yandere. I think she just likes killing people. The 3 bracelets sat there on the floor before him. He could see the numbers on their faces.
3, 7,
And
6.
yeah, I kinda figured. Yeah, we know. We got that already.
But why?
Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold.
Revenge for my brother.
Okay, so that explains that. She thinks they were all responsible for killing her brother. But let's see, that would... I don't think that would get them the required numbers, would it? Because that would just get them to... If Snake was with them, that would get them to 18. There's no way all of them were responsible.
He was forced into door 3 and murdered.
Okay, so that makes sense there, but...
You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened that door with him?
Number-wise... Let me think. Well, it would have to be getting up to 12. So it would either have to be Clover and June, or... Wait, is there another combination that would work? I guess 7 and Santa, but... Huh.
It could only have been Santa and 7.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
That's why I killed them.
Unless someone else had another bracelet that made things easier. Like, for instance, what if Ace had the Ninth Man's bracelet, and then he could use that, and then also, open the door? Because remember, Clover took the bracelets off when she killed them. So I guess if the Ninth Man's bracelet was still there somehow, Ace could have pocketed it, and then used that to open the door to kill Snake. Explain June panicking. Yeah? Yeah, I got...
Why? Why did you kill June?
Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She had to die too.
Though here's the thing. I don't think it would have been, 7 or Santa unless Snake was trying to kill them in the first place. Because remember, Santa freaked out when we went into that other door to try and, like, you know, scheme our way through, but he was, like, pissed that we left them behind. And 7 was a cop. I'm not sure if he would really do that, you know? And I don't understand. At 7, I understand outside of their previous ties with the kidnappings. That's the thing, though. I don't... Unless Snake did something to them, I don't think they would have done that. Furthermore, I don't think they would have lied about it.
No. No.
Huh. And let's not even talk about the fact that in this ending, this still doesn't tell us how Lotus and Junpei died in that one other ending, and the other ending where all of them died. Because there, Clover would have still had to, you know, die. Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself from what it had to be a dream.
No. No.
It couldn't be real. It just couldn't.
Hey, Junpei.
He felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Her smile was wrong. Horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. What if it is? What if that's not actually Clover? A smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. Does Clover have any other relatives outside of Snake? Maybe Clover was the kid or girl that died in 7's memories. Maybe. Actually, another thing about it, I'm not even sure if the kids actually died, because they said they all came back 16 days later. But there's a... Let's think. So basically, from what we know, all 16 of those kids came back. Why there were 16 and not 9, we don't really know. We don't really know what they were for, other than the fact that maybe they were experimented on, possibly with the telepathy test. We know 7 came back from that incident as well, but he doesn't seem to remember anything about it outside of the few things he's already said. We don't know why Snake would have been killed by them, but supposedly it could have only been 7 and Santa. Unless Ace took the bracelet from the Ninth Man and used that to kill Santa himself. Highly possible Ace could be the killer somehow. If Clover's the youngest, then she could very well have been there and is hiding it. That's true. Exactly. But since now she is, killing everyone, I don't think she would lie about the reason. Unless she was involved in it, and June was the other one. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover he had known. Perhaps she was not even human.
Let's go.
Her hand reached out toward him.
Let's get out of here. Let's leave this ship.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about? To open a numbered door, you...
Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people. But as long as we have this...
Once again, Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out.
That's...
The axe. Oh, it was another bracelet. Junpei could see the number on the face. 0.
0 bracelet.
Oh, okay, so you use that, and that way you can meet the person requirement without actually... Okay, alright, I see the point of that. without actually
You've
needing
got something
to
in your pocket. What is it?
have 3 whole, like, numbers for it. You could equal it with 2, and then use that as the third person.
Oh, this?
Okay, that makes a lot of
This
sense.
is...
Why did Lotus have to die at that point in the first ending? That's the thing, I don't think Clover killed her. I think she would have just been killed by whoever killed everyone in the other ending. Like, alright, so like, let me pull up the chart, right? This is the ending we're on now. I don't know which one this is, but whatever. Anyway, this is the ending where we found Lotus die, and then Junpei was also killed. I don't know who killed him here, but this does look like the knife that the 9th guy had, so maybe it was him, maybe he somehow survived the bomb. Who knows? This is the one where everyone died, including Clover. So I'm thinking Clover only kills everyone in this ending because she managed to get the axe and the 0 thing, whereas in the rest of these, she was killed by whoever killed everybody else. Who, mind you, might still be active in the ship, and may kill us after she does whatever this is.
See? You get it now? If we have the 0 bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us.
4 plus 5 plus 0 equals 9.
See? So let's go.
So I guess that explains the watch's function of skin-to-watch contact. That's why she used the axe to cut off the hand. Actually, apparently the lock on the bracelet releases whenever the person's heart rate reaches 0. So, she doesn't need to cut off the hand, she just actually probably just needs to slip it off the wrist because it will release as soon as the person dies.
Come on. Hurry up.
She shoved out her hand again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon. Actually, wait a minute. Here's something Clover never considered. They pushed Snake through the 3 door, and now she has the 0th bracelet that lets her open the door without there being more than 3 people. What she's failing to realize is that it's entirely possible that Ace could be working with the mastermind who had the 0 bracelet, or whoever that guy was, and then they use that and Ace to open the 3 door and push him in. And that the anesthesia thing was probably a trick. Get us to leave him behind. But there was something else. There was a holy light that surrounded her. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess, filled with love. Love's a strong word.
Junpei.
Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep, so deep Junpei could feel himself falling into them. The watch doesn't turn off completely if the person dies and just releases? Exactly, yeah. So it is possible that someone could have done that. And gotten something else. But that also... I don't know, there's a lot going on here. I'm sure it'll all make sense once we're done with it, but we do have a lot of clues that kind of make sense. He felt dizzy. There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack, and his heart began to melt.
Junpei.
The hand she was offering him, it looked so soft, so inviting.
Clover.
Junpei reached out with his own trembling hand and closed it over hers.
Yeah?
And then she axed him. Oh, wow, actually. Or actually. Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. He screamed until his throat was torn and bloody, then screamed no more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually, his movements slowed, then faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. Doesn't 0 plus 8 plus 1? It is, yeah, that does work, but she doesn't have the 8th bracelet, she has the 4th. So she could use that, then Junpei's, and then the 0 one, and then succeed. He could feel his body begin to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He also no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade. Even as his vision faded to nothingness, he saw Clover.
Thanks, Junpei. I'm just gonna borrow this, okay?
Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's conscious mind drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse. The Clover's the only survivor, which feels so out of character, even if she has a reason. Okay, yeah, here's another bad end. Interesting. Let me ask you a question is the name of the achievement for this. That's perfect. Huh. Okay, so that was ending 3. So I need endings 1, 2, and 4 to get, like, the... Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. So, for the other ending on this route, I already have 2 of the keys that were gotten through this. What I'm missing are the keys from Vir. And this was the one, I think, where Ace asked the question or something. Maybe there was some dialogue that I missed. Huh. Let's see, what could I do? We have 3 more endings, basically. So, basically we've got this ending, and then we have what is probably the secret ending, because there are 6 slots for the full ending. So tell you what, I'm gonna shoot myself back here into the chart room. Actually, the pocket watch. Let's see if that unlocks anything.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, I just...
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
Adventure screen. Hold on, there. Ace's eyebrows went up.
You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split this stuff up for a reason, alright?
Junpei's being an asshole. Alright. Interesting.
Why did I say that? I didn't need to speak to Ace that way. I feel kind of...
Okay, so even Junpei
off
feels weird
somehow.
about this. Ace opened his mouth, then took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared in his face.
Oh, I see.
Then glanced at Clover.
Apologize. Well,
Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder.
Ow.
Okay, so this is why this is the head hurt thing. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah?
Pardon me.
Hey, whoa!
This is where he has the watch thing.
Just as you
Yep, switched up and voted. What if this is gonna be a Junpei murderer ending? Could be. Okay, but that's weird. The thing is still crossed out, so clearly I have to do something else. Huh. Well, regardless, tell you what, I will figure this out kinda off camera. And then when I come back, we'll get the other endings, because really there's clearly not much left at this point. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber Android. My next stream is probably sometime this week. Well, it is sometime this week. As for when it is, keep an eye out for my schedule tomorrow. Either way, I've been Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber Android. And goodbye. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening, and goodbye for now.